You're going to practice with self-defense ammo?
I just want to make sure it runs it.
50 cents, $1, $1.50, $2, $2.50. Oh, well, you're screwed on that magazine. $3, $3.50, $4, $4.50, $5. You're not holding 12. Oh man, you're gonna die.
Well, here's a little story about two friends that came together, and we started up a YouTube just to talk about whatever. We're on a boat catching big bass and smashing them cats. From review videos to just making you laugh. Cause we got guns, we got knives, we got fishing, we got hunting, we got everything you like, so hit that subscribe button. We're in the outdoors, doing things that we love. We're talking guitars, girls, green grass, and guns.
Okay, so we're up here at my range today. I wouldn't say personal range, but it is a private club. Andy, we're going to do a video today.
We are. We're going to do a video on both of our concealed carry firearms.
HellCat versus Sig P365. I'm not going to go over the differences. I want to do the shootability and the preferences of both of these firearms. Again, the HellCat, this is the OSP, is that right?
Yeah.
And the Sig P365. I don't think we can really include the P365 XL because it's got a longer barrel. So I'm not going to say that. This is just going to be the 365 versus the HellCat. Shootability, comfortability. One caveat to that is this does have an aftermarket grip on here to make this a little more grippy. It is a little bit rubber. Weapons cleared, guys, trust me. It's made by H&H, I believe. I can't really say that. I'll look it up. I might annotate it here. But one cool thing on here is it does have a HellCat in red right there. That's a pretty cool feature on that. But with the HellCat, I do remember him saying that it wasn't as grippy as the P365, so he went out and bought a grip for it. And we don't make it up here to the range very often, so we haven't had a chance to test this out yet. So here we go. Let's get into it. So Andy, it's been a while since we've shot. Go ahead and stick a mag in there and tell me what you think of that P365 real quick.
You just want me to start firing them off?
No, don't fire them off. I ain't got my ears on. Huh?
Now, I have big fat hands. That's always been an issue. And I've shot this gun before. And I do remember enjoying shooting it, mainly because of the grippiness it already has with the stippling. The stippling they did on the 365, I think is phenomenal. It's a really grippy gun. If you squeeze on it, it's almost like you can feel it biting into your hands. Like it's...
Yeah, it actually kind of hurts to carry if you don't have a shield on that grip from your body.
Rub you raw a little bit.
Yeah.
But when it comes to both of these, they're just so similar.
Now keep in mind, this is the short mag. I do have, I don't remember the numbers, but it does have a longer mag for the P365. So that...
I think they're the same. Are they like 11 and 13?
12 and 13 maybe?
Something like that.
Yeah.
We're not giving you specifics. We're just giving you what it is. But the reason I wanted to compare these is because they're so comparable. They're like the same gun, same size. They both have a rail under it. Obviously, you can only do Sig products, I believe, with the Sig, but you can do other stuff with the Springfield. Like he said, I have the grip on it. I also have an RMSC red dot sight on it, which is also going to be a little bit different on the gun. But if you can look at the size comparison, if you're out looking for a firearm, the only thing I noticed difference in these two is the grip is a little bit wider on the HellCat than it is on the Sig. So it's really that much of a difference when you're talking about differences between these guns. It ain't much.
Now, me personally, I've shot both of these and I really do like both of them. And at some point, you know, I bought the, I'm sorry, Andy bought me the 365 as a present. Super appreciative. When you come up here and shoot, you know, I love the P365. I wanted it ever since it came out. Other than the flaws that they had during the making or the production process. They had some flaws in it, so I didn't buy it when it first came out, but I did get it after all those flaws were sorted out. And then Andy shot my gun. He went out and bought himself a micro, and that's the Springfield HellCat. And both of these guns are in a league of their own. These two guns are Well, no, now we're getting into the, what do we got now? You have the Shield Plus, something like that that's bigger. I haven't had a chance to hold it yet, but I did have a Shield, and I don't like the Shields at all. Just the comfort and ergonomics of the grip. So these two right here are very comparable to me as well. And at times I think to myself, I wish I would have bought the HellCat. And at other times I think I'm glad I got the 365. Both incredibly comfortable weapons for being as small as they are. Keep that in mind, for as small as they are. They do have a lot more comfortable guns out there, like the Springfield XDM with the grip zone on it. Probably one of my favorite guns ever to hold, besides a Canac TPFS 9X 1542 9mm competition. That's a comfortable gun too.
Another thing about the HellCat is it does come stock with an 11 and a 13 round magazine, when the Sig P365 comes with a 10 and a
12, I believe.
12. So I'm carrying one more round in the HellCat than the Sig P365. That's one other thing to note. I don't know how important one more round is to you, but it is one more round. Alright guys, so we're going to start off by sending some shots through the Sig P365 at this target we have out here. That's about, what, about 7 yards. No big deal there, but we're going to start off by shooting the P365. We're going to take turns shooting it, just get our grasp on the gun a little bit better because we haven't sent a lot of shots through it. So we're going to start off by doing that.
So this is the gun that I carry all the time, and I haven't shot it as much as I need to. Very little practice. Let's hope I got it. Five yards, not exactly rapid fire, but just making sure I'm on target pulling the trigger. I did decent on speed, but not in a self-defense kind of speed. Just wanting to make sure that I'm up to par on my weapon still. And even after that little shooting group, you know, it's one thing that I noticed about the 365 when I first shot it is you don't really notice anything in your hands. It's just really comfortable to grab a hold of and shoot. The recoil impulse is very little. I just really like the 365.
It's grippy. It's got a hell of a grip on it. Moving on to the HellCat now. First thing I can tell you is this trigger has a little bit more of a pull to it. It's a little heavier of a trigger, I feel. And this gun is a lot snappier than the other one. You get a lot more recoil, I feel, than the Sig P365. Also, could be the ammo we're shooting. I'm shooting a little bit different ammo, but I'm definitely noticing a little bit snappiest, a little more snappiness out of the HellCat.
Snappy, huh? Let's see. Immediately it's got a heavier trigger. Not by much, but it's there. And yes, it is snappier. It is snappier. Okay, completely improv. Don't pick a gun up yet, but what I want you to do is just pick a gun up, fire it twice, and immediately go to the next one.
It this one's coming home with me.
So there's an immediate noticeable difference between them.
Yeah, this one's a lot thinner. I noticed when I grabbed a hold of it, I'm like, okay, I'm missing a lot of meat here. The thickness of this one makes up a huge difference in my hand.
Yeah.
I noticed that the minute I grabbed yours. I'm like, okay.
All right, let me try that. Now my thinking about this little experiment here is just grabbing and going, not really thinking about what you're grabbing, even though you know what you got. But it's just a quick side-by-side comparison on if you really know which one you got. So let me try my 2 shots and see what I think. Comfortable, low recoil, nice trigger. Comfortable, low recoil, a little bit heavier on the trigger. I do like the red dot though. Red dots are, I like red dots. That's a tough choice. That's a tough choice. Recoil impulse for the P365, that's, I would take either one of them. Force me to take one, it'll be the P365. But again, that's my personal weapon. So there's just a quick review and comparison of the Sig P365 and the Springfield HellCat. Both of them extremely comparable guns. It's just going to come down on what you're more comfortable with. Like I said, when I say it's more snappy, it's just more snappy. It's not extreme, it's just you know that shooting them side by side, you notice the difference. All in all though, the ergonomics for both of them, this one is thinner, but the ergonomics of the Sig Sauer guns all in general, they have really good ergonomics on them. The Springfield HellCat, again, it's got a nice swell back here, so the ergonomics is really good, especially with the magazine in there. You get more purchase, of course, on both of these. But I think it's just going to come down on personal preference on which one you guys, if you're there at the counter, grab them both. Which one feels better, it's probably the one you should go with. Both of them are fantastic firearms, proven for many years. I wouldn't be afraid to buy either one. As a matter of fact, I'd buy both of them again, probably. But anyways, guys, I hope this side-by-side comparison, quick, off-the-cuff reviews, comparisons helped you out in some sort of way. If it did, guys, please hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment down below. We'll see you in the next one.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I just dream of fishing while I'm going through my workday. I listen to my boss, though he's driving me berserk. Damn it, I can't take much more because my brain is really hurting. And now the bank is always calling and I don't know what to do. And I haven't bought a crankbait since like 1992. But the bass are out there schooling.